So one of the most dangerous things about living in and around Dunedin is icy roads. In the middle of winter, black ice, frosts make it very difficult to drive. Up until very recently, Fulton Hogan was responsible for gritting our roads. There was a bit of a falling out, Lisa, last year with the floods and looking after the mud traps and that kind of stuff. So the DCC have decided to give a $45 million contract to Downers instead. And one of the first things that Downers were supposed to do, in fact, it might have even been on the first day of their contract, was gritting the roads. And there was, I believe, a dozen roads that weren't reached, or certainly a number of roads that weren't reached and weren't gritted by the 7:30 deadline a few days ago when we had one of our very cold mornings.
So someone slept in? I mean, it's a bit of a downer. What's going on?
Bit of a downer. Badum-tsh. There was also a series of accidents on that same morning, although Downer is saying none of those accidents were on the roads that were supposed to be gritted.
Right.
So maybe they've dodged a bullet here. Maybe they've learned a lesson here. Maybe rather than getting up at 3 a.m, which is when they start, they're going to need to get up at 2 a.m. because they're a new group that is doing this. One of the things I have to say I am a little bit concerned about is the response by Dunedin Mayor Dave Cull. He has still expressed confidence in the decision. Now, we have a 100% unsuccessful rate so far.
For everything, pretty much,
so
at the moment.
To express confidence right now, I think, is a bit of a misstep. Perhaps Dave Cull could have said, well, you know, it was the first day, they're going to improve, it's going to get better, it's not going to be an issue. But it does always irk me a little bit when, you know, politicians and people in the public eye have an obvious issue to deal with, yet they say, sweet as, bro.
But, I mean, now's the time for some yelling and finger-pointing, surely, after all the mistakes that have already gone with flooding and overspends and everything else. Now's the time to start saying, show up, do it on time, or that's it, boyo.
So I guess the question is, once Downer's contract gets cancelled, who's next?
I'm not doing it.